got the A's and the Dodgers. I got the Oakland A's, so it's still California, right?
Is celebrated. It is here, and of course, the guy at the top of the order always celebrated internationally. We're of course talking about one of the best in the game.
Might as well have Oakland, right?
And Jenny, I think if you were going to start to look for numbers that identify a struggle or where Ohtani is not stepping up and providing any sort of help, you'd be looking for a long time because those numbers frankly don't exist. I'm gonna throw something out at you though. 200. That's what he's hitting with.
We got the LA.
He's hitting leadoff, and what does that mean? He's already in scoring position.
We good right here.
6 homers over his last 12.
Yo, Loki is cold.
Hitting over 300. The runs, 44. That leads the National League. And we're talking about stolen bases. This guy can move. He can drive the ball. He can do everything you need from the top of the lineup.
Well, the A's are definitely going to be tested with him at the top of the order and the rest of them.
You guys are going to Las Vegas. So
first going after those April struggles, we have seen a very different lefty here in the month of May.
We sure have, and I think with Jeffers things, what we're starting to watch is a guy really bring the emphasis radar right at throwing strikes. Fill the strike zone up, fill it up early, fill it up often. And what we have seen from Jeffers Springs away from home has been nothing short of outstanding. 4 starts to the tune of a 3-1 record. That ERA just a hair over 3, and he's done a really nice job away from the ballpark back in Sac of controlling the running game, believe it or not, and that's something that we're going to need to see continue to happen as base runners start to pile up.
Well, the entire A's team has been pretty good out on the road this season. Talk about the best win percentage in the game. They're going to be facing a team really good at home in the Dodgers. They've only lost 3 here at Dodger Stadium. It'll be a tough test, but once again, the first of 3 coming up. We'll get you lineups. First pitch from Los Angeles, Texas.
Where are my contacts?
Maybe you should keep your eyes on the road, Janice.
I have to be able to see first flow. Take driving very seriously.
Yeah, well, that's what Progressive Snapshot is for. Personalized discounts so that safe drivers don't have to pay for bad drivers' mistakes.
Are you saying I'm a bad driver? I'm a great driver.
Janice! This is your mom's house.
I have a date.
We're
have a date?
celebrating your
Oh.
birthday. Oh, I love that for you.
Young Zoe was born to be a champion because even as a kid, she had a thirst for knowledge. Today, Zoe applies her wealth of knowledge to all of her repair calls. Service Champions is now offering $58 air conditioning tune-ups. Call 800-5-CHAMPS.
I chose career education because I wanted to learn something that would be going towards my career.
At a California community college, you can train for your perfect career. Our programs give you affordable, hands-on training for more than 200 high-quality careers that are close to home and taught by industry experts.
You're working with equipment that you're going to experience out in the field.
Community college allowed me to get the degree that I want.
There's no better time to kickstart your future.
Oh,
learn more and enroll today at iCanGo.
Dodgers on the other side, so we're good.
At Ace, we know whether you grill with charcoal, gas, pellet, or griddle, we've got the perfect grill for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. With free assembly and delivery of your new grill, along with all the sauces, rubs, and grilling extras, you'll have everything you need for your perfect barbecue. That sounds pretty perfect. Around the block, what you need is...
What's up, guys?
Service so good, it's guaranteed.
I drink a little bit, you know, for Dodgers. You know what? I got hired for them, but the money was too low. But I shouldn't have done it. The timing was not the right. I thought I was gonna work a little bit longer. It's alright, it's cool. I'll get it next time.
The sky is the limit. It's time to speak up for nature.
Thanks for the likes.
80%.
Drinking a cigar, doing the Arnold. That's what my boy Noel hit me up. I hate whiskey. But let's start the poll. Who wins? Thanks for subscribing or for watching me. I do want to watch the Angels versus the Padres. I mean, they're not from Oakland, but whatever.
brand. Toyota. Let's go places.
Let's see what time they play. I know I got the Oakland. For some reason I got the Oakland channel. I mean they play in Sacramento, but whatever. Nobody cares, right? Dude, hey, for sure, when they do that stadium in Las Vegas, I'm gonna go. Sorry, it's kind of loud. There's no traffic today. It's already 7 o'clock in LA. Let me get what time does oh, the Angels are up too.
When you're a AAA member, you're covered in any
I still like the Angels, you know.
Seems like everyone's going country these days. Let me show you how.
I got it on. Let me put it on this side.
Nashville Hot Sweet Heat is here. I'm like 100% all white meat popcorn chicken starting at $6.99.
Oh, watch on this side.
It's so much more.
Basketball's done. If it ain't the Lakers or Clippers, then I'm not watching. If it ain't the Kings or Ducks, I'm not watching.
What sport is this? Oh, hot dogs.
Hold on, Homer hit me up.
Hot dogs. Two bucks. For you, two buy for us. I'd love to, because I earn unlimited 2% cash rewards with my Wells Fargo Active Cash Card. Marty, on the celebrity can.
The Active Cash credit card from Wells Fargo. Terms apply.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can start it with a splash. With a play date at a park. Or at a party with friends. Or at an epic water balloon fight. Gotcha!
Right now, lease a sporty Corolla for just $209 a month. Or go all in on the hybrid life with a sleek.
Thanks for the likes.
$299 a month.
We're just waiting for the game.
Summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
Thanks for walking us through the plan.
Have fun with Lizzie and son.
Doors connect us to what's important. A dedicated Fidelity advisor can help you open those doors.
Cheers.
By a team of specialists, they'll help you build a personalized investment.
Wish I was at Dodger Stadium, right?
We're meant to be open.
Oh, yesterday's game? Oh, crazy. Bro, they were losing 5-3. Bottom of the 9th inning. Closer came in, 1 out. And then it was 5-4. He walked 3 people, so it was 5-3.
Our team.
And then he walked the run in, so it was 5-4. Then he walked another one, 5-5, so he gets yanked out. The reliever for the closer comes in, gets another out, and then after that gets grand slam. 9-5. Back to the business. We're back here. Angels are winning 1-0. I didn't put the Angels for as
almost perfect here in Chavez Arena. Look at those flags. They're blown out just a little bit. 50%.
It's kind of windy today, though. I'll tell you that.
That comes into play today, Dallas. But you're in a short sleeve shirt.
It's not too windy.
Hard to trust today.
It's cold though.
And, it's pretty perfect.
It's a nice day in LA.
Southern California weather, it's always a great day for baseball here in Los Angeles.
It absolutely is.
Nice day though. Nice day. The A's, dude. I remember the A's. This is the reason I got my name.
Lineup brought to you by your Northern California Hyundai dealers. After Jacob Wilson,
Oh, that's crazy. All 4 teams are playing in California.
the DH, Shea Langoliers cleaning up.
Well, the Angels are in San Diego, and then the A's are in Dodger Stadium. Well, the A's are not going to be California. I mean, this is going to be the last time we'll watch them as California team.
For the Los Angeles Dodgers, Landon Knack, the man out of Johnson City, Tennessee, 5th start of the season. He saw some action in the rotation on Oakland last year for the Los Angeles Dodgers, coming off his best outing so far this season. That was 5 innings worth of work in Miami. Just absolutely dealing for Landon Knack.
Let's take a look at the defense behind him. You see a couple of lovers there in the infield. Freddie Freeman.
Oh, Golden Glove, Mookie Betts. Oh, he's on it. And Freddie Freeman with the Golden Glove.
Will Smith doing the catching for Landon Knack, and in the outfield left to right, it's Michael Conforto, Chris Taylor, and Andy Hotez. We are ready to roll this Tuesday night. The Dodgers needed an off day yesterday as well, coming off the road, and 10-game
For the
road trip
Braves.
for them, the longest of the season. They went 6-4. Of course, the A's coming off a homestand where Jacob Wilson was right in the middle of all the action. 11 hits for Jacob over that homestand. Walk-off Willie, as you've tabbed him this season. Got that job done early against the Seattle Mariners. 1-1 here for Jacob Wilson.
Jenny, the folks that I've been talking to around the ballpark this afternoon before the game, very excited about what they were going to see with Jacob Wilson. They've heard about the discipline that is starting to surface a little more and more. But
we got the Cali teams.
Understood what sort of wizard with the wand he has become already.
What's up, Alejandra? Oh, Alejandro, my bad.
Looking forward to making his debut here at Dodger
¿Cómo estás,
Stadium.
Alejandro? Aquí viendo béisbol.
He spent a lot of time
Así lo estoy viendo ahorita. En el tráfico.
I'm sure venture here to Dodger Stadium plenty. Here's the 3-1 and sneaking through to break that 0-for-6 streak he had going on.
Single for the A's.
Hitless in 6 at bats. Why not start the road trip fresh?
Y tomado puro.
I mean, it's old hat for Jacob Wilson at this point. It makes me feel good because I was telling
barely got it.
Everybody who would listen down there, hey, the reason he's at the top of the lineup right now is because he's got a fairly predictable at bat.
Ahorita el tráfico no. Pues ahí está, ¿verdad?
When guys are on base ahead of him, because the holes start to open up.
Oh, acá está. Lo malo que no voy a poner el béisbol de Los Ángeles. Mero Los Ángeles. Aquí donde vivo yo, estamos a 10 minutos donde juegan los Dodgers. Caminando. Con carro 5 minutos. Ya, no vivo tan lejos donde vivo. Cada vez que enseñan el estadio de los Dodgers se mira a mi apartamento. Aquí somos Kings, Dodgers. Y los Lakers. Sabes que yo no tengo gorra de los Lakers. Gracias. Gracias por suscribir. El español tanto se me está manejando mucho. Pues por eso lo hablo ahorita, pues como aquí nadie me habla, puro inglés me hablan aquí. Pero lo entiendo y lo puedo oír, pero a veces para hablar eso es otra cosa. Lo escribí, lo hablo, lo entiendo, pero lo escribí no tanto mucho. Los acentos. Hoy martes, hoy día de Taco Tuesday. Esta es la.
There's a good changeup from Landon Knack, and that's a pitch we're going to see a lot of tonight.
I know. Cuando me voy a Las Vegas entre semana, pues van a jugar los Dodgers y los Angelitos.
Well, he just backed up that changeup with another changeup here. Time out for StatCast, powered by Google Cloud. Let's pop the hood on Landon Knack and see what we're working with. Four-seam fastball, about 49% of the time. And there's that changeup coming in at 21%. That knuckle curve and slider bringing up the rear end on the offerings. So you're going to get, as I said, a steady diet of fastball, changeup, gas and break game, if you will.
Yo creo que gracias. ¿Cuál video?
That's it.
I feel like there's a song about that.
There it is. I'll sing it for you later.
Tennessee State is where he was drafted out of by the Dodgers.
¿De cuál me hablas? Que yo hago mucho video.
Draft pick during that pandemic year. A swing and miss from Brent Rooker, and that'll be back-to-back strikeouts for Landon Knapp.
Not this time going with that slider. Rooker saw a couple change-ups. This year, I mean, that's really got some curveball life to it.
Estoy fumando puro de la República Dominicana. No son cubanos, pero está a la par, ¿verdad? Son, como le llaman, neighbors, como le dicen ¿cómo se dice esa palabra, neighbors? Vecinos. ¿De dónde eres, Alejandro? Alejandro, ¿hoy ya te vas? Son primos, no son hermanos, ¿verdad? Porque los cubanos y los dominicanos no tanto se quieren, ¿verdad? Igual que el mexicano y el salvadoreño. Somos de ahí, pero no son de allá, ¿verdad? Ya, eso. Eres de Perú. ¡Ey! Perú, buen ceviche. El tallarín. ¿Qué más tienen? La chicha, la Inca Cola. Me dicen el tigre del ceviche, no sé qué, el tigre de leche. O dicen la manzana y la naranja aquí. Apples to oranges, dicen. Gracias por los likes. Gracias por suscribirme. Yo ya sé que tienen muchos youtubers allá, ¿verdad? Pues aquí solo hablando de béisbol, fumando y tomando. Es que tengo el vídeo abierto para que se vaya el humo. No mucho hablo español, pero aquí trato. Gracias, Alejandro. Te cuidas. Que tengas buen día allá en Perú. Perú, Lima. Allá los incas allá. Les mando saludos los mayas y los aztecas. Naima, siempre, ¿de dónde eres? A veces no muchos me ven, pues a veces no tengo tanto que hablar. Pero tengo 2 personas ahorita. Ok, Alejandro, que me cuidas. Oh, todavía falta San Francisco también. Pero San Francisco está en Arizona. San Francisco está de 7 horas. Y aquí de Arizona son 6 horas. Oh. Ahí viene. Oh, Tommy. Tengo aquí los Dodgers. Yo tengo una ganada la Serie Mundial.
This evening here in Hollywood is Jeffrey Springs, 9th start of the season for the left-hander. And Jenny, we've been talking about the battles on the mound and the offenses that you've been facing. And for Jeffrey Springs, as the calendar has turned to the month of May, things are starting to smooth out just a bit for him. I'd like to see that.
We'd love to see this first inning really smooth out. That ball just missing there at the top of the zone. 1-0 to Shohei Ohtani.
Tough way to start the at-bat here against one of the game's greats.
That pitch will make it in. Sweeper for a strike, 1-1. Talked about the height of Jordan Baker there behind home plate at 6'7". From our vantage point up here, the stances Shohei has, they look about the same height. That's just how big Shohei Ohtani is in this game. It's always fun to be around that buzz, watch him pre-game. All the fans that were out early to try and just even catch a glimpse of him or make eye contact with him.
It's larger than life.
There's the 2-1 from Springs outside.
He's just a guy for so many different reasons. You can talk about game long, frankly, all season long. As he continues to give you different conversation points, really it feels like with every at-bat he takes.
Oh. 3-1 missing, so Shohei Ohtani
walk.
Lead-off walk. And then you gotta watch that guy on the base path. 10 stolen bases this year. Just look at the defense. First, Luis Arias at second, Jacob Wilson at short.
The Moneyball team.
Shane Langoliers doing the catching, and in the outfield left to right, it's Tyler Soderstrom, J.J. Bleday, and Lawrence Butler. Look at Mark Kotze, the Whittier, California product. Right back at home here in Los Angeles. Managing the green and gold, 4th season as the manager.
Dude, do they have someone else? I don't want the A's talking.
They were watching a major league game when his dad took him to Dodger
The A's ain't even about to be California.
A lot of people around these parts have that very same experience. Here's the 1-0 to Mookie Betts. Swing and miss.
Our very own Johnny Dasco.
And Korak, of course, a West Los Angeles product. Although he saw a Dodger game before they played at Dodger Stadium.
Yes, he did.
Oh, they are playing the...
Not to age our guy, just shows his experience in the game. Inside to Mookie.
Let me see who they're playing.
The Dodgers with some kids in the ballpark. Some big smiles on their faces, which was an incredible scene here. The Dodgers with some kids in the ballpark. It is good.
Oh, yeah, they're playing.
Big smiles on their face. But Mookie's family was out. His young son.
Let me see if I can find
I love that teams are doing that. On your bobblehead day, we're really going to make it about you. Your family out to the ballpark. Have some great first pitches.
Smith, who is absolutely
Let me see if I can find the Dodgers.
Using Springs, and typically when you get to Springs, you're going to get to him in the first couple of innings because his ERA in the first 2 innings this season is over 10. So Donovan, like 500 hitter.
What?
16 for 32.
Bro, where's the Dodgers at here?
It's better than pretty good. He takes a strike here, slider.
There you go.
So it's only a tip for the batters. Look at this. It's the first time I've seen outfielders pretty much up until now.
See if I can find the Dodgers for...
0-1 pitch, and Will pops it up. Back of first, shallow right. Out goes Kurtz. But he is trying to get out of
Oh,
the way.
damn.
He does make the catch as Kurtz almost ran him over.
Hello everyone and welcome to our channel.
Freddie Freeman is the reigning National League Player of the Week. The 10th time in Freeman's career he's won that league. Well, I think really...
Oh my God. They're playing.
At the end of the night tonight, he should be a qualifier, meaning that his name will start showing up on all of the leaderboards around Major League Baseball because he'll have enough qualifying at bats.
I guess the A's are getting the whole... They start acting like they're from... There you go. I got the LA now.
6 out of his last 6. 8 out of his last 12 against Southpaws.
I put the... There you go. I don't care about no Sacramento team. See if I can put the...
started this inning with a walk. He's at second with 2 away. Springs home with an 0-2. And he got Freeman on 3 pitches. So after the walk, he retires him in order.
There you go. We got the Dodgers. It's time for Dodger baseball.
Hello.
All right.
Suit up this season at MLBshop.com. Check out the largest selection of authentic jerseys, caps, hoodies, t-shirts, and more. Visit MLBshop.com, the official source for your Dodgers gear.
Scoreless after an inning, Lawrence Butler leads off the second for the A's and takes ball 1 from Knack. The Butler kind of embodied the A's season last year where he struggled in the first half, really took off in the second half, as the team did. Final 3 months last year, he was one of the best players in the league. He has yet to follow up on that. What he got with the big second half was a new contract, but what he also got was higher expectations and maybe a little more pressure. He comes in at just 167 this month.
Well, Mark Conte telling us before the game that, you know, as well as the A's have played so far at the beginning of the year, they're still not where they were at the end of the year last season.
Well, big parts of their huge second half was Butler, was Blade. Neither one of those guys have done a whole lot yet. And so they think there's even more in there than they've gotten so far with this pleasant start. 3-1. And a shot to center field, but it's right at Chris Taylor. Well, we already got to do the halfway to 7. Jack Reed. 3 Ks in that first inning for Landon Knack, who is usually a guy that gets a ton of swing and miss, but 3 consecutive Ks, all of them swinging in the first inning. Tough guy to K right here, Miguel Andujar. Upstairs, ball 1. Andujar, top 10 in the league, hitting .306. One of the top 5 strikeout rates in the league, as in lowest.
Andujar over at third base. Not a great defensive player, but you got to get his bat in the lineup. Swinging it well. They had a youngster from Southern California, Max Muncy, they just sent down.
Sharp grounded to short. Baskets in front of it. Nifty play. 2 up and 2 down in the second. Go Sharp.
Yeah, that ball was hit hard for sure. And Mookie, he has looked so smooth over there at shortstop in the last few weeks. Real comfortable. Throws just kind of, hey, I'm going to flip it over there. No concern. Really settling in. You can see the approval there from Miguel Rojas on that replay. Leday's up there with 2 out. Change up for a strike. Rojas, of course, one of the guys that has helped coach Mookie Betts. Approval from the master right there. Chase on a butterfly change. Doubled up, back-to-back changeups. I mean, we've got that in his head right now. He's thinking he could zip a fastball in. That's what he tried to do, but they fouled it off. Why not throw a third consecutive changeup if he had no chance in the first 2? I'm all for that. And I know what you're thinking. Yeah, right. A conversation we had with Kirsch, right? He was up here, and I asked Kirsch about that. He's like, "Nah, I wouldn't do that." And really, why would you? Well, the chances of throwing 3 good ones in a row, and I'm sitting here going, "That's the thought." There it is, right there. But it wasn't consecutive. So no, you're right. Kirsch was right. Kirsch is thinking we're due to throw a bad one, mix in a fastball, and then you're due to throw another good one.
Okay, we're back.
World champion Dodger Baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Carl's Jr. Introducing Carl's Jr.'s new triple burgers. Next time, tell them to triple it.
Tell
Out
them
of
to
the 2-0
triple it.
score, Andy Pajes leads off and takes the ball from Jeffrey Springs. Pajes 20 games into this year, $159. Defensive end of the adventure.
Oh, Pajes 8.
Look on his face
I
was
thought it
not a
ended.
good one.
Oh.
390 over his last 18 games. And overall, would you believe that Andy Pajes is graded out as the #1 defender in baseball? Now, that's skewed because they're game-changing plays, but heck, it doesn't matter how you get there. He's gotten there. By defensive runs saved, he's first, regardless of position. I certainly wouldn't have thought that, especially after, and I still remember that play in Philadelphia, or that non-play. But I'll tell you what, since then, it has been elite defense. I mean, at that point, I think we were all kind of wondering how much longer is he going to be on the big league roster. He was thinking that. He's talked about how he was, even coming into the year, kind of looking over his shoulder. How much of a leash do I have? Well, remember, he got the day off the next day in Washington, too. He flies this ball to right center field, but down the line, he'll stay on the track for the first time. Good communication out there by the A's outfield. Better job, though, Pajes driving it. Steve Butler, athletic as heck.
Oh,
different guys.
Kike Hernandez
right here with Kike Hernandez. Has started his season 4 for 40, but is hitting
OPS
318.
717.
Damn. Since.
He walks a lot then. You call that ball? Okay.
Absolute missile of a home run over the weekend in Arizona. This 1-0 from Springs.
Foul ball.
Skies it to shallow center
Foul
field
fly.
for Arias. See if the day calls him off. He does. 2 out. Well, we can sit up here and say, yeah, Conforto is hitting the ball harder, but you know for him it took what happened Saturday and Sunday, some of those hits actually falling in for him to exhale.
153 down.
Yeah, he's not talking about, or does he care about good swings or hitting the ball hard or the process. Hits. That's all that matters right now. 3 for 6 the last 2 days in Phoenix, including
Eric
his first
Carroll is
game in almost
announcing.
a month on Sunday. His first extra base hit in more than a month. Two sliders so far in this at-bat, and that pitch has worked well for Springs so far early.
Do the Angels? Watching the Angels, and then I'm watching the Dodgers. Dodgers,
two
Angels.
Leaks hitting 350 against his fastball, just 174 against the other stuff.
And I don't want to watch NBA because
breaking pitch and the change.
Lakers lost, Kings lost, Clippers lost.
He's home with a 1-2 to Conforto.
Oh, nice hit! Triple, hit the hit through. Oh, double.
Butler turns and guns to second, but it's late. And Conforto goes a month without an extra base hit and then gets one in back-to-back games. The arrow pointing up for 23. This is after.
Can't put no Travis Scott though.
2-2. So maybe you're thinking, oh my goodness, come on, I thought I had a little something going. He stays in their battle. Gets a sweeper, stays on it, and rockets that thing 106 miles an hour to the corner. 2-out chance for Miguel Rojas. 455 his last 11 games.
We will. Thanks for subscribing. Just a basic ramen. Oh, pop fly.
In the shallow center field, there's Jake Wilson. And there's Bidet. So 2 innings, 2 chances for the man at second, but nothing to show for it.
1, 2, 3 out. Why no Travis? Bees or why no Travis? I get I don't get a strike, but no, I like Travis Scott, but he became a Barca fan. He became a switch hitter. First he liked Madrid, now he likes Barca. Unless it's Caesar, I think it is. Is it Caesar Estrada? Non-commercial break, so the Angels right now up. Alright, I'll be back. They're on commercial break.
champion, Dodger Baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Lexus. Experience amazing. Landon Knack already 4 Ks in this game. It's the first time in his career that he's had 4 through 2 innings. 8-9-1 coming up for the A's in the third. That's ball 1 on Luis Urias. With a home run against the Yankees over the weekend for the A's. It's a guy they signed during spring training, and we were talking to Mark Kotze before the game. He said, I don't know where we'd be had we not made that signing. Some of the injuries they've dealt with, some underperformance from young players that they gave chances to, and Urias has been there to pick up the slack. Hands out to Pajes for the first shot of the third. Mac doing a nice job retiring the leadoff hitter. You know, you talk about those strikeouts, 4 of them already. All of them also swinging. Yeah. And the changeup dancing. Fastball's had good life to it. You know, the fastball's interesting where the metrics are good. They're nothing elite. Changeup nasty right there for a strikeout, Nick Kurtz, but it's great in a way that's still hard to quantify. In a day and age where it feels like you can quantify everything, deception, guys just don't seem to see it. Kurtz has the seat, 4th overall just 1 year ago. In the big leagues after 32 games of minor league season. He was talking about a year ago from now. He was listening to professors, taking classes. Wake Forest. 4th overall pick at Wake Forest last year, and in the big leagues at the age of 22. He's not his own so far, but this is a guy who has hit for power everywhere he's been. He's yet to do that so far in the big leagues. So 6'5", 240 power hitter, but the big leagues have turned him into a 9-hitter for the time being. Strokes this ball to right center field, and he's got a base hit. The Taylor's able to cut off. Kurtz tries to turn it into a double. Here comes the throw. It's not in time. Kurtz is in there with a hustle double. Taylor with a great effort there to even make it a question. Kurtz has his 3rd extra base hit in his first 17 games in the majors. Yeah, CT, a great jump at an even better angle. Once he corrals it, turns, makes a throw into second base. Kurtz just beating it. And I get the A's version of Will Smith to the plate here when it comes to runners in scoring position. Jacob Wilson, 472 hitter with men in scoring position, is going to improve upon that with a 2-run home run. Ambushes the first pitch, his 4th, and the A's on the board first. Ambushes a slider. That was a pitch that, coming in tonight, hadn't been great for Landon, but he had thrown it well early on. As you said, he ambushed it. He was swinging that first pitch. Soto strike. Strike 1. So things are moving along, and then on back-to-back pitches, you got a double coming off the bat at 110, and then a slider going into the seats at 104. That stuff's going to happen fast against this A's team, as aggressive as it is. When they hit for power, they tend to win. Jacob Wilson, 9 out of his last 10 with runners in scoring position. Reminds me of that stretch Ohtani was on, right at the end of the year. Soderstrom takes strike 3 and a fastball.
Number 25, Brent Rooker.
He's got Soderstrom tight twice tonight, once swinging and that one looking. Nice pitch at the bottom of the zone. Sogut's back on the beam after the home run. 2 away for Brent Rooker. Drops in a curve for a strike. Home runs were the issue for Knack last year. 1 of every 4 hits that he gave up as a rookie left the yard. It's only the second that he's given up so far this season, though. Extreme fly ball pitcher with the highest fly ball rate against in baseball last year. Still gives up a lot of them. That rate's been down so far this season. A 27-year-old from Johnson City, Tennessee, fires a 2-1 that misses. Full count. Yeah, fastball buzzes in there. Back-to-back Ks. Fastball's looking after the home run. Gets the A's on the board first.
I'm back, my bad.
First 40,000 fans will take home a Vin Scully bobblehead on May 19th, presented by 76. Visit Dodgers.com/promotions. Line 1 and 2 for the Dodgers, down 2-0 here in the third. Chris Taylor leads off, takes a strike from Jeffrey Springs. Taylor starting in center field tonight. Second start in center this year, just his 6th start total this year. Pitch.
Here we go. Fair ball.
Batted the second with a leadoff double. And so the Dodgers, for the 3rd time in as many innings, have a runner in scoring position.
Oh, dang, they scored a home run already? 2-0. Uh-oh, Shohei. Shohei is here.
Beats the ball to the spot. That slider has been outstanding tonight early on.
So they hit a home run? That's what I missed.
Getting a lot of swing and misses, but not there. One of those rare chances for Ohtani with a runner in scoring position here. More of those chances lately, but pitchers always reluctant to give him anything too good to hit. That gets amplified. Anytime there's a guy in scoring position, he really sees good pitches to hit in these situations. One there, hit it to right.
Dang, a line drive.
Made the grab. Here comes Taylor for third. Butler's throw, not in time. Another slider. So he doesn't miss this thing. Really a nice job of base running by CT. He hustles back to second. You see Dino Ebo giving him the slide. In a nice spot for Mookie Betts, who's hitting .362 over his last 12 games. Has a chance to get the Dodgers on the board here. Taylor at third. The infield plays back. Springs throws and misses high. Very high, 2-0. Well, Springs has gotten through the part of the game that's been the issue for him so far this year. He's given up 21 runs this year. 19 of those 21 runs have come in the first 2 innings. Here's his 2-0. Ground ball left side, that'll get the run in. Takes a funny hop and Betts will reach. Dodgers on the board, the tying run on base. 2-1 game in the third. Well, the Oakland defense decided to show up. I should say the A's defense decided to show up. It was bound to happen. The A's coming, right? Get it out of the way early. That's one of the weaknesses so far, early part of this year. Just not a real accomplished defensive club. We've seen Betts a little more aggressive on the bases lately. He's got a good lead over there at first. Springs, you mentioned 12 stolen bases in 12 attempts against him. That includes 1 inning where he gave up 6. And that tells me there's something he does that signals that he's going home for sure. Got the corner there, 1 ball, 1 strike. At least he did that day, right, when he hit the 6 base. It was in Milwaukee. One-two from Springs. Smith tossed it in the left, a base hit.
Number 5,
Will goes down in the zone. He just stays through the ball. He stays behind it. Throws the bad head. Able to drive it in the left. Dodgers so far tonight, yes, they have the 1 run, but 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position. Certainly the guy to break it, right?
Freddie Freeman struck out his first time, but 376 overall coming in. Second only to Aaron Judge. Tying run at second, go ahead run at first, and as they chant Freddie, he takes a strike. He's seen 4 pitches. All of them have been strikes from Springs. He's had his best for Freddie. Freeman, who's homered against Springs before. Grounds 1 back to Springs. They'll gun it to second for 1. Over to first, a double play. 1-6-3. Limits the damage to 1 here in the third inning. Dodgers on the board, though, taking advantage of Chris Taylor's leadoff double.
World champion Dodger Baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, celebrating 20 years of good times. And by your Southern California Ford dealers. Check out the full lineup of stylish, powerful trucks and SUVs. It's time to see Ford in a new light. 2-1, A's in front. This game goes to the fourth inning. Joe, Eric, and Kirsten. Homestand begins at Dodger Stadium. Shea Langoliers starts the fourth and takes a strike from Landon Knack. Langoliers a strikeout victim his first time. Already 6 Ks for Knack, within 2 of a career high. One big swing, though, for the A's. A home run from Jake Wilson.
So far, Knack, with his effectiveness and those strikeouts you talk about, has had 8 swing and misses. 5 of those 8 have been on the changeup.
So many times you read about a guy and a new pitch in the offseason comes up with a new grip and then they either don't throw it or it's not any good. This has not been the case of that. It's a new grip, the kick change. Chief heard guys talking about around the big leagues this year, but it's worked. Here's his 2-2 to Langoliers. That was the change and just missed low. Throwing a bunch tonight.
I mean, the frustration isn't so much, I just missed it. It's how did he take that?
Yeah. Langoliers has cut his strikeout rate more than anybody in baseball this year. From striking out more than the average hitter to top 10 in the American League.
Jacob Wilson effect, right?
I guess. And he earns the walk here. Leadoff man on for the A's. Now the first walk issued by Knack. Walks had been the big issue his first stint in the big leagues this year. Issued 6 of them his first 8 innings. Only one of them against Miami last week. First one today right here. Ball 1 on Lawrence Butler. Up there talking with Knack.
I think just trying to settle him down because he knows that that pitch to Langoliers, ball 3, that clipped a little bit of the strike zone, and you could tell that Landon was frustrated after that pitch. The next pitch he follows with ball 4. And what you don't want to do when Rojas recognized that you don't want to see the thing spiral. He's throwing a good ball game. Don't let it get out of hand.
An aspiring manager right there. Getting a little practice, making a mound visit. 2-1 on Butler, hit a missile his first time that was caught in center field. It's another changeup. That's already 20 changeups. 1 shy of his career high. Langoliers at first. Nobody out in this 4th inning. Here's a 3-1 from Knack to Butler. Fastball gets a swing and a miss. So the count is full.
Snap pitch, fouled off. The 24-year-old from the Atlanta area. Was not a big-time prospect. He was a 6th-round draft pick. Climbed to the minors, though. First full year last year. Long-term extension this spring. On a 3-2 from Knack. Ground ball to second. There's one. That's over to first. The double play. Good mound visit. Manager Rojas.
Exactly what Landon needed. Miggy doing a nice job of starting that thing. Mookie, a good strong throw, but you can tell it. You mentioned it, Miggy going to the mound, but Landon, he was teetering a little bit. Very frustrated, and then to come back and get that double play.
One of the lowest ground ball rates in baseball, but he picked a good time to get one right there and pours in a strike on Andujar. Andujar grounded out his first time. Average hit above 300 for the year. Lines this ball into center field. He's got a hit.
Slider just up in the zone. You know, that's been the pitch that's been him a little bit, right? That's the one that Jacob Wilson ambushed him on, hit a 2-run shot.
Like you're saying, that's the pitch coming in that he got hit. It had been his best last year. And he kept alive for a couple of days. Swings through a fastball for a strike. There's a good example of what we're talking about. Guys just don't pick up the heater. That's a middle, 93. Nothing exceptional when it comes to the spin. And a pretty good hitter right here. Just comes up empty. And the change fades away. So here in the 4th inning, he's already tied his career high for changeups thrown in a game. But a good guy to throw him against. J.J. Bleday against changeups this year, 2 for 38. See if he doubles up. Step back to the fastball.
Well, I think you're calling it right here, Joe. You set him up with that high fastball, change the eye level, and
all right, I'm back. Sorry, guys.
Talking about, I gotta believe that's what's coming.
Nobody's here, anyways. You didn't miss anything. 2-1.
Popped out of his hand a little bit. And the count evens 2-2. Already 70 pitches for Knack, who has not thrown more 75 in a game this year for the Dodgers. 2-2. Got him with the change. Wow. Makes a right-hand turn and just defies gravity, moving away from the hitter. 7 Ks for Knack.
Oh, San Diego is already winning. Cheers. I'm doing nothing crazy here, though. Just talking about baseball. was hungry though.
Landon already within a strikeout of his career high, 7 of them, and so all of LA rejoices and eats jumbo jacks tomorrow. Dodgers down 2-1. Jeffrey Springs back to work against Andy Pages inside with the first pitch. Pages hit it hard his first time, but it was caught on the warning track in right field by Butler. And the center field for one gone in the fourth. Springs acquired this offseason from Tampa Bay, a 30th round draft pick. And so not many people are going to go from the 30th round in the big leagues. Big accomplishment just doing that when he arrived with the Texas Rangers in 2018. But his first 4 years it went by, you would assume it would go for a 30th round pick. He had a 5 ERA as a reliever. Bounced from the Rangers to the Red Sox to the Rays. And then the Rays gave him a chance to be a starter, and he led the American League with a 2.46 ERA in 2022. Coming down followed that, so he's hardly pitched the last 2 years. But the A's are banking on him being able to tap into what he did that full year in the starting rotation.
Machado is sending them back.
The first month, much better so far in May. Brings on one to Kike Hernandez. And misses inside. 32 years old in Belmont, North Carolina. Small town. His 2-1 pitch. Hernandez. Flies it to right. Routine for Butler. 2 up, 2 down.
Doing a nice job early on. It hasn't really been conventional. Only 6 first pitch strikes to the 15 hitters he's seen.
We were talking about his fastball getting tattooed. It's been almost 50% slider to him.
Yeah. And it's worked too, because when he did get in trouble or when there is a runner in scoring position, Dodgers so far early on 0 for 6.
Here's Conforto, had a good swing against him his first time, doubled down the line, fouled it off.
Ooh.
He's one of the few that connected on that slider.
And did it with 2 strikes.
Yes, he did.
Michael's got him right where he wants.
Right.
That 1-2.
Last time
1-2. 50 pitches in.
Springs tried to get him with a slider.
Tried that again, fouled it off.
Jim Beam.
Dodgers more than 7 runs per game the last few weeks. Just 1 over the first 3 against Springs. And the first game of this 3-game series. Another 1-2. The breaking pitch with a foul. Dodgers 27-14. They start the day with a 1.5 lead over the Padres in the division. Half-game lead over the Mets and the Tigers for the best record in baseball.
Oh, nice.
To left center field and another good-looking swing and
Double.
another 2-strike double for Michael Conforto.
Oh, Tani's next.
Four-seam fastball. It looked like Freddie Freeman. That pitch away and just shoots it in the gap for a double. So he's using both sides of the field. The slider he takes down into the right field corner. This one, that fastball away. Ball coming off the bat at 103.
So this is what we're talking about, results. Yeah. That's what we're looking for.
Boys, 5 out of his last 8, 3 extra base hits.
Madre.
And it passes the eye test, too. And these 2 swings against Springs tonight. Chef's kiss. Chance for Rojas to tie the game. Oh, 1 pitch. Rojas pulls his hands in. 1 ball, 1 strike. A little more playing time lately for Rojas with the trickle down of the injuries.
That's good. Change up. Has to be. Let's go.
Dodgers still looking for that first hit with a runner in scoring position.
That's the homie Eric Harris.
The 1-2 to Rojas. Big old bounce over the mound. Not going to be an easy play. Arias' throw. And he can thank the fact that he had not the fastest guy out there running in Rojas. And it was just in time to get him and end the inning.
Got him. Got him, coach.
Dodger Baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Back here in LA, 2-1 game as Luis Arias takes ball 1 from Landon Knack. The end of the 5th inning he goes. It's been really good. 7 Ks, just 1 swing. Difference in this game. Jacob Wilson's home run in the 3rd. Arias lined out his first time. Is ahead 2-0. And for Knack, chance to solidify his spot in the rotation here with Roki Sasaki going on the injured list. Kirsten reported before the game the sore shoulder. Knack's already one of 11 starting pitchers they've used, the most in the majors. It's going to be 12 on Sunday when Clayton Kershaw comes back. Or Saturday, beg your pardon. Here's 2-1. Just missed with the heater. Tyler Glasnow has started throwing again. Blake Snell hopeful to do the same soon. The injury situation is such, though, that Dave Roberts literally carried a paper with him into his press conference today to make sure he could go through the full list.
How about him talking, too, about Teo and Tommy Edman starting to see some live pitching, and that pitcher was going to be Emmett Sheehan.
Right. I hit him, too.
Yeah.
Up the middle, base hit, Arias to lead off this 5th.
Yeah, Emmett Sheen's going to come in tomorrow and live at-bats for Tommy Edman and Teoscar Hernandez. Talking to Tommy before the game today, and he said the ankle feels totally fine at the plate. It's just those explosive movements, running the bases and playing center field that he's got to check the box on. He's eligible to come back, though, and the hope is to have Teoscar Hernandez as early as perhaps this weekend, depending on how these at-bats go the next couple days. Leadoff man aboard. Nick Kurtz up there. Change for strike one.
(2-1) Dodgers, 2-1 Athletics.
Change for strike two.
Dude, they should change it to like the black and gold. That'd be kind of cool. Like,
does he do 3 in a row? Nope. Gotta mix it up.
It'll come now, right?
Yep.
It's did it to Blade, left-handed hitter.
it's a game of chess.
Stuck with a fastball. And it stays in a ball and 2 strikes on Kurtz. 80 pitches, new season high for Landon Knock. Another 1-2, and a breaking pitch fought off. Action in the Dodger bullpen. Luis Garcia has started to loosen. Off day yesterday after the long road trip. Bullpen getting a little rest. Started this 9-game homestand. 3 games with the A's, 3 with the Angels, 3 with the Diamondbacks.
He's had 3 pitches since he's got him to 2 strikes, none of which has been the change yet.
It's a changeup, just kind of target there from Smith.
Yeah.
It's actually the slider.
I mean, that is interesting, right? He had the first 2 pitches strikes and has not gone back to the change since.
There it was. Got it.
Got him.
Delayed the inevitable. He's matched a career high with 8 Ks.
That's been the put-away pitch tonight, the changeup. Knack buries it. Kurtz unable to hold up.
Here's the guy that got him, though, with Jacob Wilson. Singled in the first inning and hit a 2-run home run on the first pitch that he saw in the 3rd.
Oh, see, they're going to win a home run.
Power not necessarily the name of the game for Wilson. If he can add this to the equation, you got an all-star caliber player right here.
Jumped on that slider.
Just sneaked it in.
Kind of hanger inside.
On this 1-0 from Mack, he's ahead now 2 balls and no strikes. He has the shortest swing in the major leagues, and that's one of the things they can track now. Bat path, bat tracking metrics. The shortest swing in the majors. It's the slowest swing in the majors, but when it's as accurate and short as it is, that can still be an effective combo.
Oh, I thought he got out.
Fun way to look at it is the charts where the bottom axis is swing speed, and is it the Y going up axis is swing length. Okay. He's upper left-hand corner, and it's with guys like Arise, Stephen Kwan, where there's not going to be a ton of power, but you're typically going to hit for average. You're going to have balls in play. The outliers are the guys who are way to the right and also...
I gotta see that again.
Up the top.
I thought he got him, though.
Contact and power.
Are they reviewing it? Oh.
High drive.
Again?
Taylor's going back. Track. Wall.
Wow. Back-to-back home runs.
How about this for the Thousand Oaks native coming back here to Dodger Stadium? Came into the game with 3 homers on the season. He's got 2 tonight. So it was a slider earlier. This is a fastball out of the zone. So you're just talking about it, Joe, where it's a short, compact swing. Not a lot of bat speed, but because it's so short, he's able to get to that pitch at the top of the zone that a lot of guys can't.
Got him.
So it's Jacob Wilson 4, the Dodgers 1 on a pair of 2-run home runs for the 23-year-old.
Same player hit another home run.
Ball and a strike on Tyler Soderstrom. For Knack, a return to that familiar demon from last year, the long ball. Now Soderstrom sends one high in the air to center field, but it'll hang in the yard for Chris Taylor in the second out.
Designated hitter Brent Rooker.
2 gone in the 5th inning. Here's Brent Rooker.
Dang, he got 4 runs in.
Chase for strike 1. Smack to the right side and a base hit for Rooker.
Got him.
And that's going to do it for Knack.
That's it. The hook.
You know, this is a second outing where Knack hasn't had any run support at all. And his last outing, he scored 1 run while he was in there. Same thing tonight. And it's just, you know, he's got to be picture perfect. And then the pitch without a lot of leeway just didn't work out tonight.
So the pen goes to work here in the 5th.
He got hooked up.
Back with our T-Mobile coverage cam, and going to be some competing feelings for Landon Knack in this game. He matches his career high with 8 Ks, but the two-run home runs from Jacob Wilson, and he leaves trailing 4-1.
Hey, through a relatively decent game, he'd like to have 2 pitches back. You mentioned it. 8 strikeouts.
Hands it off to the bullpen. We showed you Luis Garcia was warming up. He comes in, and Shane promptly bangs the base hit into right field.
Was it 2 outs?
So the A's already with 8 hits in this game.
Damn.
Shouldn't be a surprise. Good offensive team, and they've come out swinging.
Luis Garcia, overall numbers right there. He's put up zeros, though, in 10 of his last 11 games.
You see, this is his 20th appearance, tied for second on the team, behind only Bessia. Two on, two out for Lawrence Butler. It's only the second at bat of the evening for the A's with the runner in scoring position. They're 1 for 1. I mentioned earlier that the scoring's been on the two-run home runs. Bob falls out on a splitter right there. 1 and 2. Two on, two out, and a 1-2 pitch is fouled off. We'll do it again. Down the left field line, fading foul. Big time pop, big time power from this guy here in Butler, who has the best bat speed on the A's. And if you were to put him on the Dodgers, he would trail only Ohtani. How fast he swings that bat. Not a good two-strike hitter, though. Garcia trying to finish him off. Another 1-2. Fastball takes off on it. He hits just 110 with 2 strikes. That's what's so fascinating about this game. Best bat speed. Then there's a guy that doesn't have great bat speed, and he's hit 350. And Jacob Wilson. That's the worst bat speed. Yeah. It's just another example. We talk about this all the time. There's so many different ways to be good at this game. Well, it's kind of the joke on the scouting report, you know, all the metrics and whatever, but there should be a box that says, but can he play? Yeah. Arms to get a head start with this 3-2, and Butler spoils it. Stays on.
Let's go Dodgers. You are ugly.
There are cases where it's like, oh, he hits it harder than anybody, but he hits it less frequently than anybody. Rooker at second, Langoliers at first. Garcia home with another 3-2 and a shot down the left field line. Base hit into the corner. Conforto backhands it. They're going to try to score. 3-0 from Hernandez.
Oh.
A dive and a run for Langoliers. And a 2-run double for Lawrence Butler. One of his first 2-strike hits of the year. Oh. Good job by Conforto cutting it off. He gets it to Kike. Kike makes a nice one-hop throw.
Oh, yeah, he saved.
Langoliers was moving, makes a nice slide. Out of play, just sneaks that left hand in. And so the book closed on that. 5 runs against him. That second run. Dragged already to Garcia. And Duhar flies it to center. Taylor's there. The young guy is getting it done for the A's tonight. 23-year-old Jacob Wilson is knocked in 4. 24-year-old Lawrence Butler, 2 runs knocked in.
Got him, coach. That's a lot of. Man. What do we got on this side?
Los Angeles Dodgers partnered with the Make-A-Wish Foundation to sign 7 new superstars. These kids right here, they had the opportunity of meeting the players, playing catch with them, throwing out the first pitch, and living out their dreams, guys.
Yeah, it was, we got to visit with the kids a few hours before.
Let's go Dodgers.
They're living their wishes, but I think we were all the ones that felt like we were the lucky ones today to get to sit down and visit with them. Taylor leads off this 5th for the Dodgers. One ball, 1 strike. Doubled his first time, scored the Dodgers' lone run. That was in the 3rd.
Damn.
4 hits for LA, 6 runs, and only 9 hits for the A's.
They got overdraft? Damn.
Tommy and Betts to follow in this inning. Jeffrey Springs making it 3 consecutive solid starts to this point. But a different guy since May has sprung. There you go. His last 2 starts. Texas and Seattle combined 11 innings.
Let's go.
Only gave up 2 earned runs, 1 home run. He gets Taylor swinging. Second strikeout of the game for Springs. And he'll go
Tani.
No surprise, a lot of the
Showtime.
questions
Tani.
today had were about Shohei.
A lot of our answers were
that's true.
Shohei, right? We're talking, they asked you what one of your most memorable games to announce. You mentioned that historic day in Florida.
And as we were talking through it, it was another reminder of the fact that we're watching history unfold on a nightly basis. And I reference the thick Babe Ruth biographies that you can find a dozen of. We're watching that biography be written. This is stuff that they'll talk about as long as they talk about baseball. Things that he's doing on a nightly basis. Dodger uniform. On a 2-1 from Jeffrey Springs, Ohtani takes it high, ball 3.
Well, we were talking about what he does on the field and how great an athlete he is, but also you mentioned, the impact he's made on this organization. And everywhere this group goes, there's a following. People want to see the Dodgers, and yes, the Dodgers certainly are a brand. But this man right here has just enhanced it.
On this 3-1 pitch, takes a strike. Lon Rosen, the Dodgers CMO, was talking to him before the game about exactly what you're saying. And Lon's been in pro sports for decades, around some huge superstars.
3-2, Shohei.
In particular, he said he's never seen anything like this in pro sports. One player having this kind of reach, this kind of impact. The payoff. Grounded to second, Arias. Kick it Otani. That'd be one thing if it was all the great impact, you know, pulling the fans into the stadium, all the money it's bringing in and everything, but it brought the bottom line too. It brought a championship in his first year with the team.
And the crazy thing is, we haven't even seen him pitch yet. A Dodger meeting, right?
2 outs for Betts. Dave Roberts gives updates on that just about every day. He's asked for it just about every day. It remains roughly the same. Everything's going well, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be anytime particularly soon. But the whole idea continuing to be getting ramped up, the time to be fully built up for October.
Yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike on Mookie Betts, who drove in the lone run of the game. Skies this one to left field for Soderstrom. And first 1, 2, 3 into the game for Spragues. After 5, 6-1.
Catch the Dodgers and Yankees in a 3-game series Friday, May 30th through June 1st. Visit Dodgers.com/tickets.
It is all A's in this game so far. They've got a 6-1 lead. 6-1 as we go to the 6th inning. Here's Anthony Bonda on to pitch. Last time he pitched, gave up a grand slam in Arizona. Bottom of the order for the A's here. Misses with his first pitch to J.J. Bleday. Dodgers trying to get Bonda back on track. He's been such a key component of that bullpen since the start of last year. The home run that he gave up over the weekend was the 4th that he's allowed in 18 innings this year. He gave up 5 in 50 innings all of last year. There's 2-0 to Bleday. Lifted to right center field, not deep. On comes Hayas. He's there for the first out. Now a word from Morongo.
Loghead live May 23rd. Get tickets now. Morongo.
Yeah, Bonda, it's interesting because he's been, the location just hasn't been there. That's the home runs. And even in Arizona, there were some pitches that could have gone either way. They didn't go his way. Led to some more traffic and eventually the grand slam.
Statistically, he's been just as good against left-handed hitters, but it's righties like Arias, who he faces here, that have hit him hard. 324 average and power against him. That was part of what made him special last year, was that you could rely on him against right-handed hitters too. You didn't have to look for that perfect stretch of the lineup to deploy him against. Yeah, the issue against the right-handers, he's predominantly glove side against lefties and righties. And against the right-handed hitters this year, he just hasn't been able to get in far enough. Left the ball out over the plate too many times. That's where he's got hurt. The 1-2 to Arias breaks inside, evens the count. Well, the Mets and the Tigers both victorious already tonight, so the Dodgers tied with those two teams.
6-1. Oh, Banda's up.
Baseball. Tigers doing it on a walk-off home run from Javier Baez. What a resurrection he's had.
Did he hit him?
Arias gets hit by this two-strike pitch, and the A's with a one-out base runner here. Baez is left for dead. I mean, last year he undergoes hip surgery. That's when the Tigers take off. It was looking like he may be finished, even though he had that huge contract.
Oh.
Offers to move to the outfield, where he's never played. And he's hitting .320. He hit 2 3-run home runs tonight. And who knows? Maybe he's been out of position these last couple of years. Right? Put him in the outfield and start swinging the bat. But what'd you say? 2 3-run shots today? 3-run home runs. Here's Kurtz with one away. Rip and miss. Kurtz in the big leagues at the age of 22. Baseball's been in his life since the day he was born, literally. He had 2 older brothers, and they, as a gift, brought a baseball to the hospital and met the little brother. Put it in the little incubator with him. Baseball as big as his head. Lancaster, Pennsylvania. And an 0-2 home.
Oh,
Still
got it.
Good swing on it, sends a high fly.
Oh.
Make the play in front of the wall. Threw a slider, just left it over the middle part of the plate. Hit it well, 99 miles an hour, but Pa has a nice job defensively. Getting back there and knowing where he was on the wall.
Why, free rap.
Center field, right field, those are 2 different spots, but he has really been playing well there. Here's the guy tonight, Jacob Wilson, a pair of 2-run home runs. He had 3 home runs in his career coming in, and 2 of them tonight. His first game at Dodger Stadium. Drafted him 6th overall a couple years ago. He made a mockery of the minor leagues. He had .430 in 50 games in the minors. Comes up a year after he's drafted. He did some good things last year, but nothing like he's done so far in what still is officially his rookie year. That is Grand Canyon University. Look at this. Guides it to the right side. It is 4 for 4 through the first 6 innings of this game. I mean, he's done the same thing twice. 2 home runs and then 2 ground balls through the right side. And that one, at least he hit it. He hit it hard. It's so good, just again, almost like a magician with the bat as far as being able to get the barrel to the ball. Hit of the game for the A's. 4 of those coming from Wilson. Second time this season he's collected 4 hits in a game. Think he's enjoying playing at home? Oh, right? Goodness. Going one on Soderstrom is saying, I want to have some of that fun. He's 0 for 3 so far today. One of just 2 guys without a hit. J.J. Bleday, the only hitless A's in the lineup. Soderstrom got off to a monstrous start. 9 home runs in his first 19 games to lead the big leagues. It's been almost a month, though, since he's homered. Still, though, brings an 11-game on-base streak into this game. Certainly, he's kind of been 2 hitters in one season. He's been the big power hitter over the first month, then more of an average on-base guy the last month. I think that power is more who he is. The former first-round pick from Toronto High School up in the Bay Area. On this 1-2 from Honda, he checks, and the count evens.
Yeah, he was a UCLA commit. Dad pitched in the big leagues with the Giants.
Steve Soderstrom, 10 days in the big leagues with the Giants. September of 1996. Made 3 starts. He was a pitcher. Made 3 starts. Went 2-0. And then spent 4 years trying to get back. Never got another opportunity in the big leagues. Retired.
No way.
Now runs a training facility in their hometown of Turlock. Payoff pitch to his boy. He's cut on a miss for strike 3. 6-1 game, middle 6.
Cool at 750. Oh, it's cool. Why is it cool?
The first 40,000 fans
so the A's are beating them up right now.
Will Smith last out bobblehead presented by Spectrum. Visit Dodgers.com/promotion.
Angels are 4-2. Machado's up.
Dodgers down 6-1. Bottom of the 6th inning. It is Will Smith to lead off against Jeffrey Springs, who finds the outside corner.
Baseball
at 89.
Man on first, man on second.
Different ways to get it done. Springs not going to overpower you. 89 with the heater, but just 1 run allowed. It's the top offense in the National League here so far.
Ball.
Downstairs with a breaking pitch. It evens 1-1 on Smith. The pitching is probably going to be what tells the story with these A's this year. Where they wind up right now, right in the middle of the picture.
Oh, you got it. Single with the Smith.
As you see the offense, it looks like you can count on them being good offensively. Do they have enough pitching to continue to contend as this year wanes on?
Right now,
he's like this.
Where they're going to
like throw Crips on.
It's not there. The bullpen isn't bad. The bullpen's pretty good, especially when you get to the back end. But when you're talking about running guys out there every 5 days, they're going to have to make some acquisitions. And I just don't feel like the A's are prepared to do that economically.
You got the 3 years at this point. They're basically saying they're going to be in Sacramento, so this limbo.
Damn, Freeman's 369. That's crazy.
2028 at the earliest.
Oh, eyes.
1-0 on Freddie Freeman. But he is signed through 2028, as Mark Cobb said. So he will see them through the transition. Freeman, after the 4-hit game Sunday, is 0 for 2 today. 1 ball, 1 strike against Springs. Freddie Freeman's so good for so many years in Atlanta. He was a .295 hitter for the Braves. First 3 years with the Dodgers, much better than that. .314. Never this good, though. .369. At the age of 35 with a bad ankle. And you talk to people around the team, everybody's in agreement that this is the best that they've seen him for a long stretch in his 4 years here. And the driver's seat here with a 3-1 count. Lays off ball 4, and the first 2 reached in the 6th.
Freddie being patient and then able to move Will over to second base. Dodgers have another opportunity to come up to the plate with a runner in scoring position. 0 for 7 for the evening.
Scott Emerson is the pitching coach for the A's, out there to talk with Springs. Yeah, so they've had their chances.
They got Las Vegas already on the side.
Multiple runners on base other than the 3rd inning. They did that with 2 outs. Getting this going here, though, with nobody out as Greg Holman goes to work. Simple for Smith, walk for Freeman, and here's Andy Paez. Dodgers trying to take a bite out of this 5-run deficit. Paez, part of this rise lately, 9 of his last 21 with runners in scoring position.
And he hasn't got greedy in those situations. He's cut down on the swing, and just trying to drive the ball, not trying to be a hero.
On this 1-1 pitch, Paez swings through it, 1-2.
Just make it clap.
6-1. Nobody on. What is the secret to life? Just do good, right? Oh,
got him.
Struck him out.
3rd K of the game for Springs, 1 gone in the 6th.
Paez is down. Oh.
And that's how good Springs has been, though, this evening. It's a perfect location, just off the plate.
Oh,
damn. Probably pounds it in the ground. I mean,
he's out. Oh, save, tie. Angels are tied. Chargers are, double play.
To second for 1.
Dang, the A's and the Padres.
And a double play. 6 innings for Jeffrey Springs.
Oh, I just bounced on them. Oh, he was worrying about the tag. You shouldn't throw him on the ground. Lone save. Because I can't hear. Damn. Just didn't want to strike.
Champion Dodger Baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Shakey's Pizza Parlor, serving up handcrafted pizza, crispy fried chicken, and famous Mojo potatoes for 70 years. This is Larry Miggins right here. On this date in 1952, Cardinals-Dodgers game at Ebbets Field, Larry Miggins hit his first career home run for the Cardinals, and you're probably wondering, why does anybody care about that? Well, Miggins, years before that, EK raised his hand. I'd be one of those people. Get on with it, Davis. It's a ball from J.P. Fireeyes into Brent Rooker in a 6-1 game here in the 7th. Years before that, at a high school pep rally, Larry Miggins looked at his buddy and said, you know what, one day I'm going to get to the big leagues and I might even hit a home run when I'm there. And his buddy said, I bet you will. And you know what? I bet I'm going to call that home run. Well, the buddy that he had turned to in the pep rally was the young Vin Scully. And who was in the booth that day at Ebbets Field calling it? Wow, you bet. In his 3rd season with the Dodgers, Vin Scully called that moment one of the most emotional moments of his entire career. His 67-year unmatched career.
That was worth the wait, right? I asked you who was Larry Miggins before the game. You're like, you're gonna have to wait. You're gonna have to wait. I'd never heard that story.
But what makes it even more amazing is that he only played 70 games in his major league career. He only hit one more home run. But one of the 2 that he hit was in front of Vin.
That's crazy.
Strike him out.
Rooker's down on strikes for the 3rd time tonight. Fireeyes back in the big leagues with the Dodgers, his 4th appearance this year. Strikes out the first man that he faces, and up comes Shea Langoliers. Langoliers pokes one into right field, base hit, his 3rd time aboard tonight.
Right field, number 4, Lawrence Bushel.
Not hit exceptionally hard, but making contact, as you mentioned earlier, cutting down on the strikeouts, more of a contact guy.
Butler with one away. A 2-run double his last time, takes a strike. Yeah, Langoliers 29 home runs last year. Quietly. I guess anything you do for a team that struggles as much as the A's have struggled is going to be relatively quiet. But 29 home runs was 2nd among catchers. Only Cal Raleigh of the Mariners hit more. It's a deep fly down the left field line, fading towards the pole and foul. So Langoliers still hitting for some power this year. He's got 8 home runs, even though he's given up a little bit of bat speed. Still seeing the ball fly out of here. But he's also added that bat-to-ball dimension. 27 years old in his 4th season, the former Baylor Bear. Studied engineering at Baylor. Smart guy and obviously a good baseball player. Set the NCAA tournament record with 11 RBIs in one game when he was with the Bears. He takes off for second. Throw down is in time. Slow your roll, Shay. I mean, I get it, changing his game a little bit. A contact guy, not shortening up the swing, but adding speed too. Yeah, one catcher eliminates another. Eight stolen bases in his career. One of them this year. It's the first time he's been caught.
Oh.
And with a bouncer down the first base line, Butler's aboard again, sneaks it by Freeman, and heads to second with his second double of the night. And so Lawrence Butler, who the A's would love to get going, showing signs of coming out of it with a pair of two-strike hits in this game.
Third baseman number 26.
This is just a well-placed bouncy ball. See Freddie, he's off the line. Not able to get.
Damn, bases are lower.
It almost had a top spin as well. Like a ping pong shot. It just sneaks by the guy. Sticky paddle. That's right. That ball. The guy that brings his own paddle.
306.
I got no chance. And Duhar, 1 out of 3. Ground ball.
Play by play.
Here comes Butler. Here comes the throw from Conforto. It's up the line, and it's 7-1.
Damn.
7 runs on 13 hits for the A's.
Oh, I thought he hit it.
Mookie lays out.
Mookie.
And this ball is able to be cut. Or not. No, a little too high.
Center fielder number 33, J.J.
Does a nice job of getting out.
Did he hit it? Oh, foul ball.
In scoring position again. Leday takes the ball from Fireisen. JJ good at a lot of things. He's a pro baseball player, but he plays the piano, plays the guitar. Talented artist. Considered a career as an architect, using some of those skills. Speaks Spanish fluently enough that converses with his Latin teammates. Even speaks a little bit of Russian. That's connected to his family's history. His dad's side of the family immigrated from Russia back in the 19-teens through Ellis Island. Muscles this ball, shallow center field, drops in front of Chris Taylor for another 2-out hit. Taylor's throw is caught off, and an RBI hit for J.J. Bleday. Certainly not hard, but very effective at RBI as well. A's continuing to do some damage with runners in scoring position. 4 for 6. 4 of their 8 RBIs tonight have come with 2 outs. And Luis Urias hitting a run scoring. Rounds it to Mookie Betts, shovels it on to second.
And they're out.
Do it for the A's in the 7th. We stretch an 8-1 game.
Ooh. The grand slam. Oh. And he just snuck it in there too. Oof. It would have been a home run on the other side too.
On the next Backstage Dodgers, Dustin May recalls a life-threatening experience and details his return to the mound after nearly a 2-year absence. Plus, a look at Yoshinobu Yamamoto and Roki Sasaki's season so far as Sasaki picks up his first MLB win. Backstage Dodgers this Friday after the postgame show.
Strike one on Michael Conforto. He's had 2 of the best swings against Jeffrey Springs in this game and has doubled twice. 5 out of his last 8 now. One of the only guys feeling good against Springs. Pitches into the 7th inning for the first time in an A's uniform. Here are those 2 doubles though from Conforto. Both of them coming with 2 strikes.
Most impressive for me, hits one down in the right field corner, then does his best Freddie Freeman imitation, takes a fastball and drives it to the left center field gap. Using the entire field, looking confident at the plate. Getting some results.
Conforto 2 for 2, rest of the team 3 for 20.
8 for 1, damn.
Who's home with a 1-2? Conforto.
You got it? Oh. He's seeing the ball well.
Feels like he's ironed out a few mechanical things. Ball jumping off his bat a little bit differently the last few days.
The thing about it, even tonight, he hasn't found himself in hitters' counts. So he's really had to bear down battle. He's in 0-2, 1-2.
Boy, drills another ball with 2 strikes.
Ooh.
His 3rd extra base hit of the game. All of them with 2 strikes. Wow. I'd say he's back.
Yeah, and so the thing tonight, 2 times he was 0-2. The other time he was 1-2. So not only does he get hits with 2 strikes, but he's having to battle, see some pitches, and then he ends up hitting the ball hard. He's not squibing some ground ball through the other side, or he's slugging 3 doubles.
Rojas takes high, ball 1. Well, going into Sunday's game, Conforto hadn't had an extra base hit since April 5th. 4 of them, his last 9 times up. Floated into center field, but they'll make the catch. Man, I know you had talked about it, but he was doing his best to keep a brave face on and to fight through it and stay strong, but that's a long time to struggle the way he was struggling.
Yeah, that's a lot going in between the ears. A lot of looking at the ceiling, a lot of laying awake in bed, a lot of tinkering, a lot of wondering why. And again, the only thing that solves it, results. 3 doubles tonight certainly help things.
Not enough melatonin in the world for without an extra base hit.
Just hope that it's just melatonin.
Throw some ashwagandha in there.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Magnesium. A little theanine if you don't mind dreaming crazy. 0-2 on Taylor. Taylor's got a double of his own and has scored the Dodgers 1 run in this game.
What's up, guys? Hey, Emily. Ooh, I ate a lot of ramen. So full. Dodgers not good.
Gunnar Hoagland goes for the A's.
Let's go, Dodgers.
TBD for the Dodgers on Thursday. Is
my
going to be
hair.
Roki Sasaki's spot in the rotation.
No buen. No Grayson either. Oh wait, he's right here.
Dollars for the A's. 2-2 on Taylor.
Gatos here. Who?
Dodgers down 8-1. Taking a look at the Padres score, tied at 4.
Rameando.
In San Diego as they take on the Angels.
Oh,
trying to tie that
is
series
it
up.
ramen? Let's see if I can get him here.
Padres gave up 6 runs in the 9th inning yesterday. The bullpen has been so good over the first month and a half or so.
He's gonna throw my back.
28 runs allowed the last 5 games.
Estamos con el griso.
Here's Ohtani with 2 away.
Gato.
Springs trying to go 7 full. It's a strike on the outside corner. Didn't like that. And he was right. Ball out of the zone. Way out of the zone.
Ramian.
You know, Dodgers on Saturday in Arizona 0 for 5 with runners at scoring.
It doesn't work like that.
Sunday, their first 8 at-bats 0 for
Can't even make that word on ramen.
Stretch, and then they got going. Tonight, 0 for 11.
I'm trying to think though. Ramen. It kind of
things on the road trip that
it sounds
the
weird
Dodgers
though.
seem to go in clumps where they'd be hot for 30 at-bats with runners in scoring
They're going no
position, and then
panzas.
they go cold for the next 20 or 30. Just outside 2-2.
Ahí está, Shohei. Ooh, he called that? Ooh. That was close though. Oh, pop fly.
Slicing pop fly.
Go.
And Duhar.
Oh, he caught it.
And then 7 innings for Jeffrey Springs.
Damn.
The 32-year-old who's been around for 8 seasons. 7 full for just the second time.
Did he ice cream scoop it? Oh no, he got it clean too. Racing, they scooped it. I see. He's gonna start crying. Panzas. Alright. It works. It might work. Let's go whole room.
Big runs on 14 hits for the A's. Quite a display by their offense in this game. And quite a display by Jeffrey Springs. With an all-around performance for the A's in the first game of this series.
So it goes with it? No, it doesn't go with it. Oh, wow. Padres won. Los dejaron en el campo. Oh, Tati score? Dang, I would have got that bet.
Slicing drive, left center field.
Damn.
His first major league home run. I figure it was a matter of time for the 4th overall kick last year, known for his power.
Hey, he scored another one? Don't tell me he scored 2 home. Oh, first home run. Thought he's got a.
Yeah, left-handed hitter hits that ball to left center like a right-handed. Ball just continued to carry and carry.
Number 5, Jacob Wilson.
It's another moment for a young gun. The lineup for it tonight, they have a couple 23-year-olds in Wilson and Soderstrom. Wilson's got those 2 home runs.
Ya se fue la gente.
Got 2 doubles and is knocked into the age of 24. The 22-year-old Nick Kurtz gets the silent treatment. Very quickly they break. And congratulate
the silent treatment.
And now Wilson down to third, takes a tough hop, and he's on for the
fifth. Dodgers not doing good.
There's likely an error on Hernandez, as Wilson is gunning for his first 5-hit performance.
Wait, is
Number 21, Tyler.
Does he get an error?
And it is an E5.
Oh, it hopped him on him.
Comes up a little bit on Kike right there. He's charging the ball. Gets off the heel.
That was a tough hopper. You can see at the end it hopped a little bit higher.
Offensively,
threw him off.
Haven't been able to duplicate what they did on the road. A's have come in here and excited to play at Dodger Stadium.
Griso.
A lot of youth.
Griso.
Talent. You know,
I know.
They're coming in here. It's like, again, the Mecca Dodger Stadium. We're playing the vaunted Los Angeles Dodgers. This is a big deal.
And they've been, we were talking about this earlier, but no matter the park, on the road, they've been really good. Trying to get to a Major League Best 14-7 on the road this season.
The Moneyball team.
The Mecca Dodger Stadium. That's contrasted against where they're playing their games for these few years. That's Sutter House Park, which seats 10,000, and it might be the nicest minor league stadium in baseball history, but it seats 10,000, and it's a minor league stadium. Soderstrom down for the 4th time on strikes in this game.
Yeah, one of the things I was talking to a few of the guys in the organization with the A's,
Number 25, Brett Brooker.
where they felt like the Las Vegas, their minor league facility there, while there have been improvements in Sacramento, but that would be more ideal to play there. But because of a lot of reasons.
Oh.
In the center field.
You got it? Oh my God. He didn't get it.
That certainly would be cleaner, right, to begin to build the fan base in a city where you're going to be long term.
Well, one of the things, the most important things, there was a TV deal, a local TV deal. And
Number 23, Shea.
it makes sense economically to play in Sacramento.
Plans to build a 33,000-foot stadium in Las Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas.
Site of the former Tropicana along the strip. Ball on Langoliers. Over to third, and Hernandez got it to second one. Rojas to first, and double play. A's get another as Kurtz gets his first.
God,
As always, the guys love the post-game show when this one wraps up. Access Sportsnet Dodgers live from Dodger Stadium. 9-1, A's in front. Bullpen goes to work. Here comes Grant Holman after the 7 innings from Jeffrey Springs. Holman comes into the game, former 6th-round draft pick, not a big-time prospect. Just forced his way into the big leagues by dominating in AAA last year. Has been good since coming up this year. Good hand for Haesung Kim, who makes his Dodger Stadium debut right here. Making his big league debut on the road trip. Making a nice, fun first impression. Exciting player and a vibrant personality. The guys on the team are really enjoying.
318, nice.
7 out of 22 so far. Up there pinch hitting for Mookie Betts in a 9-1 game.
Yeah, Kim's super athletic, and like a number of people, the coaching staff, that just brings an energy to this
9-1. That's
this
crazy.
lineup.
Strike. System went out.
Hello everyone and welcome to our channel.
There you see when he got time, he looked back and in English thanked Jordan Baker. This guy's been in America for 3 months. Smiled, spoken a new language.
Catcher number 16.
Oh, he's out.
He's always wanted to play for the Dodgers as kid. Coach Chan-Ho Park and his impact he's had.
Will Smith
was the first player coming from Korea, 1994. And now Kim, the 29th player to come from Korea, but all the players over there, of course, looked up to Kim being the first guy to come to the big leagues. Haesung was 9 when Chan-Ho came back to the Dodgers for 1 season at the end of his career in 2008. Pitched out of the pen for LA. Haesung remembers that. And then Hyunjin Ryu, of course. And then he said watching last year's championship run solidified it all for him. He was a free agent, so he could choose his spot. Smith pokes a base hit into right. Again with 2 strikes, finds a way to get aboard his 3rd knockdown.
Is that Will Smith? Damn.
Holman had thrown 2 four-seam fastballs and tried to trick him a little bit with a splitter, and really able to serve it out to right.
So 7 hits in this game, 3 from Conforto, 3 from Will Smith. Freddie Freeman still looking for his first hit. Although did walk his last time. This bullpen for the A's has given up 20 runs in its last 4 games. So, Mark Kotze is saying, thank goodness, this kind of cushion tonight. We were talking earlier about pitching, probably going to tell the story whether or not they stay in it. That's been pictured this year. And he said also night to night, just trying not to ruin tomorrow night's game by the way he has to chase tonight's game.
We're making some nice pitches.
What was he like as a teammate?
Great,
He was
great.
really early on in his career, right?
He played a few years, and he hard-nosed, very good athlete, could really, not the fastest, but could cover all kinds of ground in center field. Could hit. Yeah, had a real nice career.
2-2 on Freeman. Fouls it off. He was joking with us before the game. He said, sometimes I got to remind him. I'll let him know. I'll let the boys know I had a pretty good career. also on the staff, and when they were in Chicago a couple weeks ago, somebody pointed out that they were 1-2 in that park's history in batting average, and they had it posted in the clubhouse. He said, "Check it out, boys." That's right. That's a skipper. Payoff to Freddie Freeman. Eighth pitch from Holman. There'll be a ninth. Gone final in San Diego. Fernando Tatis Jr. with a walk-off home run against Kenley Jansen. 6-4 Padres. Padres have been sliding lately, losing 4 of their last 6 games. The first 2 games of that series decided in the 9th inning. Here's a high drive, right center field. The day to the edge of the track with one.
Oh, stay in base. Nada.
Holman just at the top part of the strike zone. But he just doesn't square it up enough. 96 miles an hour. You mentioned Holman. He out of UC Berkeley, but in 2013, he was the shortstop pitcher for the Eastlake Little League team that won the American World Series. Ended up losing to Japan, but had a lot of fame as a 12-year-old.
Hayas leans out, hooks a fly ball to left center field. Soderstrom will put it away. The former Little League World Series star with a scoreless 8th.
What's up, guys? Dodgers no good. It's the last inning, I think. Dodgers losing 9-1. Angels already lost on the home run. Commercial break.
World Champion Dodger Baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Arco. Quality gas for less, now with rewards. This game that was started by Landon Knack is now pitched by Landon Knack impersonator Miguel Rojas. Knack impersonator, Sasaki, Yamamoto, Kershaw, he can do them all. Lawrence Butler waits on it and sends it way up there and then curses. King will put it away. One gone in this 9th inning.
The question is,
well, they lost, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. There's no way they're gonna come from 9 for 1.
When he threw against the Cubs, there was
peace. See you tomorrow.
Armstrong could not